What up? In this video, I want to discuss a lot of issues that people may be having within their relationship as far as male and female may be concerned. This should be a relatively short video, but you have to understand, as a male, you are a logical creature. You think logically. You're a problem solver. You think, okay, this problem just arrived. You know what I'm saying? What is the answer to the problem? Women are emotional creatures. So at some point, or in a lot of points, which I had to grow into and learn because I studied women at a younger point in my life. I actually studied women in the way they think and the way they do things and this, that, and the other. But it took for it to be broken down from a master metaphysician known as Phil Valentine, who broke it down to me. And what he said was, women are emotional creatures. So, what's the quickest way of explaining this? When women do things, they may not make sense, because if it feels right to them, they will do it. Well, as a male thinking logically, they like, yo, if you went and did A and B and made it back to point C, it should have happened within a certain amount of time. And women, being emotional creatures, they may do things outside of that will still make sense, but don't make sense only because it felt right to do. And it comes down to the same thing in arguments. You can't argue with a woman because they argue on an emotional standpoint. So if you ever got into an argument with a female and you're like, okay, well, this happened, that happened, this happened, and this is what it is, and they're like, it's not that simple. It's not that simple because they're thinking strictly from emotional and from emotional to logical. So in order to change the way a woman thinks, you have to change the way she feels first. And I know that's deep, and it's going to take some work to understand and to get at, to be able to make things work a certain way within your relationship. But it kind of is what it is. You can't change that. I mean, for a certain amount of time, I wanted my woman or my queen to look up certain information and do certain things, but the truth of the matter is that's not really what women do. Men, we have certain cravings that's inside of us, to where we want to know certain things. We want to know where we came from. We want to know how we got here. We want to know how things work. We want to know why they work the way that they work. We want to know all of this information. And women don't really think that way. Women are more on the standpoint of gossipers. They'll talk about some stuff. They'll spread information. Now, within that, men find this information. They teach their wives. Their wives go out and tell other people about what they've learned within their gossip. And so if they've learned something on TV, some old dumbass, stupid malarkey, fucking stupid shit about, basketball wives or housewives of Atlanta, some old stupid, just brain dead shit, they're going to go out and talk about that and teach other women about this stupid ass, dumb fucking shit. That's just how I feel about it. But if you've reached a certain point with your woman or your queen, depending on your standpoint and your understanding of knowledge and information, then when you teach her something, she will go out and teach others and tell them that within their gossip. This, for me, has been a tough learning, but I never gave up. Because, like I said, I don't know what relationship is perfect, but, we have our spats from here and there. But these days, our spats is like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's over ignorant shit, like, Ice Cube or some shit, and it lasts about 5 seconds. And then from there, the rest of the day is happy go lucky, because I understand that on an emotional standpoint, she may feel a certain way about that. And on a logical standpoint, I understand things on a different level than she does. It's complicated, but it's not. And the only way to get through to her is to change things, or to help her see things. Well, change her emotional standpoint first to help her understand it logically, because men think logical first to emotion. Women think emotion to logic. And I hope I didn't confuse anybody within this video. And I try to tell it the best I can, but if you need more assistance on that, you know what I'm saying, look into Phil Valentine's videos. Look him up, hit him up. And anybody want to know any of my other master teachers that, I'm into, or, information that I get from other master teachers that help me get to the point that I'm at, don't be afraid to say, yo, hit me up. I don't have to contact you. You can hit me up privately. And I'll hit you up privately and let you know where the information came from, so you can look it up yourself. Because like I said in my other video, I will give you the bare bones on this, that, and the other. It's up to you to want to know more about that situation, or this, that, and the other. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have time for that. I know things. Simple as that. I know. I'm not going to go out of my way to do like these master teachers do, that document everything that they know and write down everything that they know, so that they can break it down to you, step by step on how they got this and how they got that. I don't care. Because it's not my business to care about how the fuck you feel. It's my business to get myself to a high vibration. And in the process of me doing so, I'm simply telling you how you can get to a high vibration. But you don't want to fucking believe me. And since you don't want to fucking believe me, I'm simply telling you, go look it up for your fucking self. That way you ain't got to ask me no more. Or you ain't got to think that, oh, he's fucking lonely, he's out there. Go look it up for yourself. You find it out for yourself. That what I'm telling you is the truth. That way you can know. And maybe when you find out, you may not be able to explain it, break it down to somebody else, but you can tell them what you know. And if they give a fuck, they can look it up for themselves. Because not everybody's going to make it. Just because you're in a certain religion don't mean you're going to make it. Just because you're in a re-lie don't mean you're going to make it. There's no point in depending on anybody else but yourself. You're a God. I'm a God. We're all gods. We're all one, experiencing from different perspectives. And that's really all it is. And that's all I meant from my video of you are simply God's imagination. So I'm gonna stroke my wisdom and think free. After reviewing the video, I realized I left out a few things. And the few things that I left out is that women are the natural leaders. They don't leave anyone behind because of their emotions. Whereas men, being logical creatures, you know what I'm saying, we're so quick to, you're not gonna listen, you're not down, chop off your head. As simple as that. Whereas women are natural leaders. They're also the queen of kings, or the king of queens. They're the whole reason we exist in the first place. Otherwise, we have a matriarchal society, and you see how that's going already with the males ruling, and things are shit. Um, After reviewing, I also realized that I made women look like they're incapable of thinking beyond certain points, and that's bullshit too. Women are very intelligent. They're very smart. They're on a level that males are not. Yes, we're logical creatures, and we're at a certain standpoint for a certain reason, but without them, there would be no us. So, I wanted to make sure that was known how important the woman is, along with her emotions. So we should strive to understand that. And in a matriarchal um, way of life, you've separated yourself from your feminine side. And you really should find that feminine side so you have more understanding with your queen or with the woman. Don't believe that bull that they taught you about. The woman came from, the rib of Adam and all this other bullshit. You can go ahead and slice that, cut it up, throw it in the trash. From that, think free.